Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So let me ask you something real quick. Have you ever tried to get a professional website made for your business? If yes, then you already know the struggle. You are looking at spending anywhere from $2,000 to $10,000, sometimes even more, just to get a decent website up and running. And that's not even the worst part. The worst part is that the time it takes. You are sitting there for weeks, going back and forth with designers, developers, content writers, waiting for revisions, explaining your vision over and over again. It's exhausting, it's expensive, and honestly, most small business owners just can't afford it. But what if I told you that there is a tool that just launched literally 3 days ago on November 20th, 2025 that can create a complete professional looking website for you in less than 15 minutes. And I'm not talking about some basic template garbage. I'm talking about fully customized websites with original AI generated images, professional copy, mobile responsive design, SEO optimization, contact forms, everything you need, all done automatically. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, that's exactly what we are going to find out today. The tool is called Webira, and it just dropped on JVZoo. Now, before we dive deep into this software, let me tell you about the vendor. This is created by Cyril Gupta from VenGenCe Ventures LLC. If you have been in digital marketing and software space for any length of time, you definitely know this name. Cyril Gupta is a legendary product creator on JVZoo with an incredible track record. Looking at his vendor profile, he is a top 2% seller with over 143,500 sales and has been active on the platform since 2012. That's over 13 years of consistently delivering products. His average product rating is 3 out of 5 star with 347 votes, and he has got endorsements from major affiliates and marketers. This guy has created some seriously successful products like Cloud funnels, and he really understands what digital marketers and business owners need. So we are not dealing with some random developer who just threw together software overnight. This is someone with a proven track record and years of experience. Now in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything. And hey, quick tip before we start, if you do end up getting Webira through my link in the description, I have put together some exclusive bonuses that will help you get even more out of this software. But more on that later. For now, let's see what this thing can actually do. Alright, so what exactly is Webira? Well, Webira is essentially an AI-powered website creation software that's specifically designed for small businesses. Now I know that you are thinking, oh great, another AI website builder. But hold on, because this one actually works a bit differently than what you might have seen before. The thing is, most website builders out there, they give you templates, right? You pick a template, you drag and drop some elements, change some text, swap out images, and you're done. But the problem with that approach is that your website ends up looking exactly like thousands of other websites using the same template. There is no uniqueness, no personality, nothing that makes your business stand out. And let's be real, if you are not a designer, even those drag and drop builders can be overwhelming. You are sitting there for hours trying to figure out what looks good, what doesn't, where to put things, and you end up with something that looks amateur at best. Webira takes a completely different approach. Instead of giving you templates and making you do all the work, it uses AI to actually build a custom website for you from scratch. All you have to do is give it some basic information about your business, just a few lines describing what you do, what products or services you offer, maybe some details about your company history, and that's it. The AI takes that information and creates an entire website for you, complete with multiple pages, professionally written content, custom designed images, proper layout, color schemes that matches your brand, everything. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this takes less than 15 minutes from start to finish. Alright, so let's actually get into the software and see how this thing works. Now what I'm showing you here is the official demo video from Webira, and I'm going to break it down for you step by step, explain what's happening, and give you my thoughts on each feature. This way you can see exactly what the software does, and I can help you understand if it's right for you. So when you first log into Webira, you land on the dashboard, and I have got to say it's surprisingly clean and straightforward. There is no clutter, no confusing menus, nothing overwhelming. You can see all your previous projects right there on the main screen, which is super helpful if you are managing multiple websites or if you are an agency handling different clients. Everything is organized in one place, so you can quickly jump back into any project you were working on. Now, starting a new website is literally as simple as it gets. You see that button that says create new website? That's all you need to click. No complicated setup process, no need to choose hosting plans or configure technical settings right at the start. Just one click and you are ready to go. This is actually really important because a lot of website builders make the beginning process so complicated that people get frustrated before they even start. Webira understands that simplicity matters, especially when you are dealing with small business owners who just want to get their website up and running without a computer science degree. Once you click that button, the magic starts to happen. But before we get into the actual creation process, I want you to appreciate how user-friendly this interface is. Even if you have never built a website before in your life, you are not going to feel lost here. Everything is laid out in a logical, step-by-step process, and the software basically holds your hand through the entire journey. So let's move forward and see what happens next. Okay, now we're getting to the good stuff. Let me walk you through how you actually create a website with Webira. And I'm going to use a real example here so you can see exactly how this works. For this demo, I'm going to create a website for a fictional furniture business called VenGenCe Ventures. Let's say it's a family-owned custom furniture company based in Arlington, Texas. So first off, you enter your website name and give it a description. Now here is a pro tip that a lot of people miss. The more details you provide here, the better your website is going to be. Don't just write furniture company and call it day. Tell the AI about your products, your services, when your business was founded, who founded it, what makes you unique, your location, your specialties, everything. In my example, I mentioned that VenGenCe Woodworks was established in 1976 by Robert Jones. They specialize in custom cabinets, dining tables, wardrobes, sofas, and they have been serving the Arlington community for almost 50 years. See how much more information that gives the AI to work with. The AI is going to use all of this to create relevant, personalized content for your website. You can also select your language here if you want your website in something other than English, which is actually pretty useful if you are targeting international markets. Now watch what happens next. You click next and the AI immediately starts planning your website. This takes about 10 seconds, and in that time, it's analyzing your business information and deciding what pages your website should have and what content should go on each page. So for our furniture business, it created a homepage, an about us page, a custom furniture page, which makes total sense for this type of business, a gallery page to showcase the work, and a contact page. Notice how it didn't just give us generic pages. It actually thought about what a furniture business would need. If this was a restaurant, it would create a menu page. If it was a law firm, it might create a services page or case results page. The AI is smart enough to understand different business types and structure the website accordingly. Now here is where it gets even better. You are not stuck with what the AI suggests. You can see these pages descriptions right here, and if you want to modify them, you absolutely can. Maybe you want to add a testimonials page or a blog section or a career page. Just click add page and put it in. Want to delete a page? No problem, just remove it. This gives you complete control while still benefiting from the AI's intelligence. I always recommend reviewing this page structure carefully because this is the foundation of your entire website. Make sure it makes sense for your business before moving forward. Alright, next step. And this is where Webira really stands out from other AI website builders. You get to choose which AI models you want to use. Now, if you are not familiar with AI, let me explain why this matters. Different AI models are good at different things. For coding and writing content, you have got options like Claude, which is excellent at understanding context and writing naturally. Gemini, which is Google's AI and really fast. DeepSeek, ChatGPT, which most people are familiar with. And even Grow. For images, you have got Flux, Ideogram, and others. Each one has its own style and strengths. Flux tends to create really artistic, high-quality images, while Ideogram is great at text in images and more realistic outputs. Now, you might be wondering, how do I know which one to pick? Honestly, Claude is a solid choice for content and coding. It's what I usually recommend. For images, Flux works really well for most use cases. But here is the cool part. You are not locked into your choice. If you generate a page and you don't like how an image turned out, you can regenerate just that image using a different model. This flexibility is huge because it means you are not stuck with super power results just because you picked the wrong AI at the beginning. Next up, logo and color theme. If you already have a logo for your business, you can upload it here. Now what's this magic trick? When you upload your logo, Webira analyzes the colors in that logo and automatically creates a color theme for your entire website based on those colors. This is actually brilliant because one of the biggest challenges in web design is color consistency, and making sure your brand colors are reflected throughout your website. Webira does this automatically. Here I uploaded a logo, and within seconds the AI extracted the color palette and designed a theme that matches perfectly. If you don't like the theme it generated, you can click regenerate and it will give you a different variation using the same color family. Now we get to the part where you just sit back and watch the magic happen. Click proceed and Webira starts writing all the content for your pages, designing the layout, generating custom images, creating your favicon, building your header and footer, everything. This is where the heavy lifting happens, and it usually takes about 3 to 4 minutes depending on how many pages you have. What's really smart about this process is that Webira creates all your pages in parallel, meaning it's working on multiple pages at the same time instead of one after another. So even if you have 5 or 6 pages, it doesn't take 5 times as long. You will see a progress bar showing you what's being worked on, and the pages will start appearing one by one as they're completed. Alright, so your website is now created, and here is where things get really interesting. Let me show you the editing capabilities, because this is what separates a good website builder from a great one. You can click on any page to view it, and what you are going to see is honestly impressive. We're talking about professional level design with proper layouts, beautiful hero sections, well-structured content, custom images, everything you would expect from a website that costs thousands of dollars. But let's say you want to change something. Maybe you want to update some text or modify an image or completely restructure a section. This is where Webira's visual editor comes in. And trust me, this editor is powerful. First off, your website is automatically responsive, meaning it looks good on desktop, tablet, and mobile. You can switch between these views right in the editor to see exactly how your site will look on different devices. This is crucial because more than half of web traffic comes from mobile devices these days. And if your site looks broken on a phone, you are losing customers. Now editing is as simple as clicking on what you want to change. See that text? Click on it and start typing. Want to change a timeline or update some information? Just click and modify. The editor is intuitive enough that even if you have never edited a website before, you will figure it out in seconds. In the demo, they showed modifying a timeline from 1995 to 2005. And this was literally just clicking on the text and changing it. No complicated formatting, no breaking the layout. It just works. But here is where Webira absolutely blows my mind. The AI image editing tools. Let's say you have an image on your page and it's good, but you want to make some changes to it. You can click on the image and choose to edit it with AI. For example, in the demo, there was an image of a person and they used AI to make the person hold a pen, smile, and look at the camera. Within seconds, the AI modified the image according to those instructions. This is the kind of thing that would normally require Photoshop skills or hiring a designer, and Webira does it with a simple text prompt. But wait, it gets better. You can also generate completely new images from scratch using AI. Don't like the image at all? Click on it, choose create new image, and describe what you want. They showed an example where they typed create a photorealistic photo of a 65-year-old man in his carpentry workshop making a fine oak table, and boom, the AI generated exactly that. You can try multiple AI models until you get the result you want. This means every single image on your website can be 100% custom and original. You own the copyright of these images, which is huge because you are not dealing with stock photos that thousands of other websites are using. Now here is the feature that really got my attention. The AI section editor. This isn't just about changing individual elements. This is about modifying entire sections of your website with AI. Let's say you have a section about craftsmanship, but you actually want to showcase your team members instead. You can select that entire section, type in what you want, and the AI will rewrite the whole thing, generate new images, create bios, everything. In the demo, they changed the master craftsman section into a team member section with 3 different people, complete with their names, roles, experiences, bios, and profile pictures, all generated by AI in under a minute. That's insane. You are basically getting a professional copywriter and designer working for you instantly. And if you mess something up or want to try a different approach, there is undo and redo functionality. You can also regenerate an entire page if you want a fresh take on it. The AI will create a completely new version while keeping your overall theme and board consistent. This gives you so much creative freedom without the risk of permanently breaking something. Now let's talk about the advanced features that really make Webira a complete solution and not just a basic website builder. First off, SEO. If you don't know what SEO is, it stands for Search Engine Optimization, and it's basically what helps your website show up on Google when people search for businesses like yours. Webira actually takes care of SEO automatically for every single page. It writes your meta titles, which is what shows up in Google search results, your meta descriptions, which is that little snippet of the text under the title, and even suggests relevant keywords. All of this is done for you, but you can also customize it if you know what you are doing. You can even change your favicon, which is the little icon that shows up in the browser tab. These might seem like small details, but they make your website look professional and help with your online visibility. Now, if you are someone who knows a bit about web design or you have specific technical requirements, Webira gives you access to the CSS code. CSS what controls the styling and appearance of your website, and being able to edit it directly gives you unlimited customization possibilities. You can copy the CSS, modify it in your own editor, and paste it back into make precise design changes. Most AI website builders don't give you this level of control, so this is really valuable for agencies or advanced users. Webira also includes ready-made components that you can embed into your pages. We're talking about Google Maps, so customers can find your location. Video embeds if you want to showcase product demos or testimonials, and image sliders for galleries. These are all drag and drop, no coding required, just click, add and customize. Now here is a feature that's absolutely essential for any business website: contact forms. Webira automatically creates professional contact forms for you based on your business type. In the furniture example, the form had fields for name, email, phone number, project type, message, and preferred contact method. All of this was customized for a furniture business without anyone having to design it manually. But here is what makes this even better. You can set up SMTP integration. What that means is when someone fills out your contact form, you automatically get an email notification. You don't have to keep checking your website to see if anyone contacted you. It comes straight to your inbox, and all of those leads get stored in a leads section inside Webira, so you have a complete record of everyone who has contacted you through your website. You can follow up with them, keep track of conversations, and basically use it as a simple sharing system. For small business, this is gold because you are not losing potential customers just because you missed a form submission. Oh, and there is a bonus feature that I think is really smart. Webira has a built-in logo designer. If you don't have a logo yet, you can use AI models like Ideogram or Flux to create one right inside the software. Just describe what you want, and the AI generates logo options for you. In the demo, they created a simple, clean logo for Wingo Woodworks in seconds. Now, is it going to be as good as what a professional designer would create? Maybe not always, but for someone just starting out or on a tight budget, it's an incredibly useful tool to have included. Alright, so you have created your website, you have customized it, it looks amazing. Now what? How do you actually get it online? This is where a lot of website builders either lock you into their platform or make the process super complicated. Webira actually gives you a ton of flexibility here, which I really appreciate. First option, you can download your entire website as a zip file. This gives you all the HTML, CSS, images, everything in one package. You can then upload it to literally any web hosting service you want. You are not locked into Webira's ecosystem. You own your website files completely. This is huge for agencies who might be managing hosting separately for their clients. Second option, if you already have hosting, Webira has built-in FTP integration. FTP is just a way to transfer files to your web server, and Webira can do it directly from the platform. You just enter your FTP credentials and it uploads your site automatically. No need to download anything, no need for separate FTP software, it's all built in. Third option, cPanel integration. Now cPanel is what most SEO hosting providers use, and Webira can deploy directly to cPanel with just a few clicks. They mention that about 85% of PHP supported websites online use cPanel. So this covers the vast majority of hosting situations. If you are with popular hosting companies like GoDaddy or Hostinga, Webira has specific integrations for those too. You can deploy your website directly to those platforms without jumping through hoops. And if you don't have hosting at all, Webira offers hosting services too, or you can get a domain name through them. So it's literally a complete solution from start to finish. The reason all of this works so seamlessly is because Webira outputs clean, standard HTML code. It's not some proprietary format or complicated system that only works in specific environments. It's basically HTML, CSS, and JavaScript that works on any server, any operating system, any hosting platform. This universal compatibility means you are never stuck, you always have options, and you can move your website wherever you want in the future. Now let's get real for a minute. I have shown you what Webira can do and it's impressive. But I want to give you my honest thoughts on the pros and cons because no software is perfect and you deserve to know what you are getting before you spend your money. Let's start with what Webira does really well. First off, the speed is genuinely incredible. We're talking about going from zero to complete multi-page website in under 15 minutes. I have been doing this for a while and I can tell you that's unheard of unless you are using some basic template that looks like every other website on the internet. But Webira isn't giving you templates. It's creating custom websites from scratch and doing it faster than you could even outline a website plan manually. For anyone who needs to learn quickly, whether you are starting a new business or you are an agency with tight deadlines, this speed is a massive advantage. Second, you genuinely don't need any technical skills. I'm talking zero coding knowledge, zero design experience, zero copywriting skills. The interface is intuitive, the AI handles all the complicated stuff, and you are basically just giving directions and making decisions. Compare that to WordPress, where you are dealing with themes, plugins, page builders, hosting configurations, and a million things that can break. Webira eliminates all of that complexity. Third, the designs actually look professional and custom. This isn't some cookie clutter template situations where your website looks identical to thousands of others. Every website Webira creates is unique because it's building it specifically for your business based on the information you provide. The layouts are modern, the typography is clean, the spacing is right. All the things that good web design requires are handled automatically. And the fact that you can customize everything afterward means you can make it truly yours. Now here is something that's really important. All the images generated by Webira are 100% original and copyright free. You own them. This is huge because if you ever tried to find stock photos for a website, you know it's either expensive or you end up with generic images that don't really fit your brand. With Webira, every image is created specifically for your content and you never have to worry about copyright issues or paying for stock photo licenses. For a business website, this alone could save you hundreds of dollars. The fact that you can choose between multiple AI models is also a big plus. If you don't like the results from one AI, you can switch to another. This gives you flexibility and ensures you are getting the best possible output. Some AI models are better at certain styles or types of content, so having options means you are not stuck with mediocre results. The SEO features being built in is another major advantage. A lot of people create beautiful websites and then wonder why they're not getting any traffic. It's because they ignored SEO completely. Webira handles the technical SEO basics automatically, which gives you a much better foundation for actually being found online. And the deployment flexibility is fantastic. You are not logged into your platform. You can hold wherever you want, move your site whenever you want. That's the kind of freedom you should always have with your website. And let's not forget the lead management system with email notifications. For a small business, having a functional contact form that actually notifies you when someone reaches out is critical. I've seen businesses lose customers because they were using broken contact forms or didn't know someone had contacted them. Webira solves that problem right out of the box. Now let's talk about the cons because I promised you honesty and that's what you are going to get. First, and this is important, Webira creates really good first drafts, but they are still drafts. You can't just generate a website, deploy it immediately, and expect to be absolutely perfect without any review. You are going to need to go through it, check for accuracy, make sure the tone matches your brand, adjust some wording here and there. The AI is smart, but it doesn't know your business the way you do. It might make assumptions or create content that's close but not quite right. So plan to spend at least 30 minutes to an hour reviewing and refining what the AI created. Second, and this ties into the first point, the quality of your output is directly related to the quality of your input. If you just type furniture company and give the AI nothing to work with, you are going to get generic bland content. But if you take the time to write a detailed description with specifics about your business, your history, your products, your unique selling points, the AI has so much to work with and will create much better results. Garbage in, garbage out, as they say. So don't rush through that initial input stage. Really think about what makes your business special and communicate that clearly. Third, if you have very specific branding requirements like exact fonts that must be used or very particular color codes or specific design elements that are non-negotiable, you might need to do some tweaking. Webira does a great job with general branding and color matching from your logo. But if you are a large company with strict brand guidelines, you will probably need to go into the CSS and make some manual adjustments. It's doable, but it requires some technical knowledge, or you might need to hire someone to help with those finishing touches. Also, and I want to be completely transparent about this, while the AI generated images are impressive, they are not always going to be exactly what you envisioned. Sometimes you will need to regenerate an image a few times or try different AI models to get something that really works. And in some cases, you might want to upload your own photos, especially for things like team member headshots or actual product photos. The AI can create beautiful professional looking images, but they are still AI generated, and there is a certain look to them that some people might not prefer for every single image on their site. And here is one more thing to consider. While Webira handles a lot of the technical stuff, if you want to add really advanced functionality like e-commerce with payment processing or membership areas or complex integrations with other software, you are going to hit some limitations. This is designed for business websites, portfolios, service-based sites, lead generation pages, that sort of things. It's not trying to be Shopify or a full e-commerce platform. So if you need heavy-duty online store functionality, you might need to look at additional tools or platforms. But overall, when I look at the pros versus the cons, the pros heavily outweigh the negative. The cons are mostly about managing expectations and understanding what the tool is designed for. It's not magic, it's not going to read your mind, and it's not going to replace every aspect of web design and development. But for what it does, which is creating professional business websites quickly and affordably, it does it really well. You just need to go in with realistic expectations and be willing to spend a little time on refinement. Alright, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Pricing. Because at the end of the day, you want to know what this is going to cost you and whether it's actually worth the investment. So let me break down the entire funnel for you. I'm going to be completely transparent about what you are getting at each level. The front-end offer, which is just called Webira, is priced at $36. Now they do have upsells, and I want to walk you through those so you know what's available. OTO1 is Webira Pro, priced at $67, and honestly, this is where things get really interesting. Let me tell you exactly what you are getting with the Pro version, because this is a significant upgrade from the front end. First off, you get unlimited websites. The front-end version likely has a limit on how many websites you can create, but with Pro, that restriction is completely removed. If you are an agency or you are building multiple niche sites, this alone makes the Pro version worth it. You also get unlimited pages per website, so you are not restricted to just 5 or 6 pages. You can build out massive comprehensive websites with as many pages as your business needs. All AI models are included in the Pro version. This means you have access to every single AI that Webira supports, both for content generation and image creation, without any limitations. Pro users also get access to powerful widgets and components that aren't available in the front-end version. These are advanced elements that can really take your website to the next level in terms of functionality and user experience. Plus, you get 2 years of free upgrades, which is huge, as Webira adds new features, improves the AI models, and releases updates. You will automatically get access to all of that for 2 full years without paying anything extra. Team access is included, which means if you have virtual assistants or team members helping you with website creation, they can access the platform too. You also get unlimited AI-powered editing, so you can make as many changes, regenerations, and customizations as you want without hitting any credit limits or restrictions. And here is a big one, the commercial license for client acquisition. This means you have the legal right to create websites for clients and charge them for your services. If you were planning to offer web design as a service, you absolutely need this commercial license. Without it, you are technically not supposed to be using the software for client work. You get 50,000 Welcome AI credits, which is a substantial amount to get you started and keep you going for quite a while. There is also a logo maker included, so you can create professional logos right inside the platform. The WYSIWYG editor, which stands for What You See Is What You Get, comes with more advanced features in the Pro version, giving you greater control over your designs. And here is something really cool. Pro users get access to new AI models first. As Webira integrates cutting-edge AI technology, Pro members get early access, which means you are always staying ahead of the competition with the latest and most advanced tools available. So when you look at everything you are getting with Pro for just $67, it's honestly a no-brainer if you are serious about using Webira for business purposes or client work. The unlimited websites alone would justify the upgrade. But when you add in the commercial license, all the AI models, advanced features, and 2 years of updates, it becomes an incredible value proposition. Audio 3 is the reseller license at $197. Now, this is interesting. This allows you to actually resell Webira to other people and keep the profits. If you are in digital marketing space or you have an audience, this could be a significant income opportunity. You are essentially getting the rights to sell this software as if it were your own product. For agencies or marketers, this can be a lucrative addition. Audio 3 is Webira Articleized Pro at $67, and this is actually a completely separate but complementary tool. Articleized Pro is an AI-powered article writing software, but it works very differently from typical AI writers. Here's the thing. Most people just tell ChatGPT to write an article on a topic, and they get generic, outdated content that Google doesn't want to rank. Articleize takes a smarter approach. Instead of asking AI to create content from scratch based on its training data, Articleize pulls phrase trending content from social media platforms like Twitter, LinkedIn, Reddit, Quora, and Threads, then uses AI to transform that human-generated content into unique, high-quality articles. So you are getting content that's based on real human insights, current trends, and fresh perspectives, not just recycled AI training data. This is huge for SEO because Google prioritizes content with experience, expertise, authority, and trustworthiness. Articleize can also turn YouTube video transcripts into articles, create product comparison posts, generate listicles, write Amazon product reviews, and even directly publish to WordPress and Tumblr. It's called built-in AI image generation for creating graphics and infographics for your articles, and it works in multiple languages. If you're serious about content marketing, blogging, or SEO alongside your website building, Articleize Pro could be a valuable addition. It's especially useful if you're running an agency and need to provide ongoing content services to your clients beyond just building their websites. Audio 4 is Webira Tarantula Pro, also $67. And this is a professional SEO spider and site audit tool. If you're not familiar with what an SEO spider is, it's basically software that crawls your website the same way Google does to identify all the technical SEO issues that might be preventing you from ranking well in search engines. It's basically software that crawls your website the same way Google does to identify all the technical SEO issues that might be preventing you from ranking well in search engine. Tarantula Pro is an AI-generated SEO analysis tool that performs comprehensive site audits for you and your clients. It covers your entire website, identifies on-page optimization issues, detects broken links, analyzes your structure, checks meta tags, and basically reveals everything that's holding your site back from ranking higher. What makes it really powerful is that it uses AI to discover insights about your website and your competitors' websites that would normally take hours of manual analysis to uncover. One of the coolest features is that it can reveal the true keyword intent and ranking keywords for any page using AI analysis. So you are not just guessing what keywords you should be targeting, you are getting AI-powered intelligence on what's actually working. It also has built-in ChatGPT integration. So if you identify that a page needs rewriting for better SEO performance, you can rewrite it instantly right inside the tool. Tarantula Pro also lets you crawl your competitor's website to see exactly what they are doing to rank at the top of search results. This competitive intelligence is incredibly valuable because you can replicate what's working in your industry instead of trying to figure everything out from scratch. It connects with Google PageSpeed API and Google Analytics to pull in important SEO signals, automatically generates XML sitemaps for better indexing, and creates comprehensive PDF reports for client presentations. If you are serious about SEO or if you are offering SEO services to clients alongside web design, Tarantula Pro is a powerful tool to have in your arsenal. Then there is the Webira all-inclusive package at $247, and this is basically the complete bundle that gives you absolutely everything. The AI inclusive includes Webira Pro with all its features like unlimited websites, unlimited pages, all AI models, commercial license, team access, and 50,000 AI credits. But it goes way beyond that. You also get the reseller version with 70 licenses that you can sell to other people and keep 100% of the profits. Plus, you get both Tarantula SEO Pro for complete site audits and SEO optimization, and Articleize Pro for AI-powered article writing. And you get 2 years of free upgrades and early access to all new AI models before anyone does. Basically, if you want the complete ecosystem for building websites, doing SEO, creating content, and even reselling the software as a business opportunity. The AI inclusive package gives you everything in one shot. Now, here is my honest recommendations on what to buy. If you are just a small business owner who needs one website for your own business, the front end at $36 is all you need. Seriously, that's it. You will get a professional website. You can customize it, deploy it, and you are done. It's an absolute no-brainer investment. If you are a freelancer or running an agency and you plan to create websites for multiple clients, then I would seriously consider the Pro version at $67. The additional features and removal of limitations will probably worth it when you are working on multiple projects. And if you are really serious about making this a business, the reseller license at $197 could turn into a genuine income stream if you have the audience or client base to sell to. The all-inclusive package at $247 is for people who want absolutely everything and plan to go all in on using Webira as a core business tool. If you have got the budget and you are committed to using this extensively, it might save you money in the long run compared to buying things piecemeal. But for most people, I don't think it's necessary right out of the gate. Start with the front end or the Pro version. See how you like it, and you can always upgrade later if you find you need more. Now, if you do decide to grab Webira, I have put together some exclusive bonuses that you are only going to get if you purchase through my link in the description below. I have handpicked some amazing tools, software, and training that will save you time, help you grow faster, and get the most out of your purchase. If you want to check out all the bonuses in detail, I have created a special bonus page for you. You can find the link in the video description below. Make sure to check it out so you know exactly what you are getting along with Webira. When you click through and purchase, my bonuses will be automatically delivered to you. But here is the thing, this is a launch price. Webira just came out on November 20th, and like most software launches on JVZoo, the price is going to go up after the launch period ends. That $36 front-end price, it could easily jump to $97 or more once it becomes a regular product. So if you are interested, now is genuinely the best time to grab it while it's at the lowest price it's ever been. Alright, so we have covered everything about Webira, and hey, if you have any questions about Webira and about web design in general, or if you want to know more about any specific feature I mentioned in this video, drop a comment below. I read every single comment and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. I'm here to help you make the best decision for your situation. So don't be shy, ask away. If you found this review helpful, do me a favor and smash that like button. It really helps the channel and lets me know that you want to see more in-depth, honest reviews like this one. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future reviews, tutorials, and AI tool breakdowns. I'm constantly testing new software and sharing what actually works and what's just hype. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate you spending your time here, and I genuinely hope this review helped you understand what Webira is all about and whether it's the right fit for you. Whatever you decide, I wish you the best of luck with your website and your business. Now go out there and create something amazing. I will see you in the next video. Take care.